Alrighty folks, here we go. Welcome, more bang for your buck. We're back, it's been a little while. Got a new format, new camera. This is actually my desk here where I work. I'm an insurance agent, my 9 to 5. And I use this for my pad. Keeps my stuff, mouse, everything works great, but also works great for the filming. And I've changed it because it gets my hands more out here doing the work instead of, me over here trying to do it like this because it's hard for you guys to see. I did. So today we're working on my wife's hidden hybrid holster for her Bodyguard 2.0, which is fantastic. This is actually one of the nicest holsters I've ever had or seen. Wished I would have got me one, not knocking the one that I got. But yeah, we had the claw added to it. I think the backing came, which is usually optional with other people. And the only really argument I've got about it, really much of an argument, but it's the clip. Moreover, my wife doesn't actually put hers over her belt. She puts hers on her blue jeans, pants, whatever, which would make the UltiClip probably a good choice. Went with 3+, a little bigger, a little more heavy duty. You need that for such a small pistol, but actually I've been riding that one with my rig here on the Security 380 holster here for about a month now. And basically, if I don't dig it, you guys aren't going to see it. If it doesn't work, as you can see, there's some grip removing. I'm not going to remember. I know it's not that I don't remember who it is. I'm just not going to mention their names, but I did have some grip on this in the past series, and I've removed it because it's got kind of pokey little corners and stuff on it, and I didn't like it. So, UltiClip 3+, NAL cheapo screwdriver. It is not anything from like a Snap-on truck or anything like that. So let's open it up and see what we got. Like I said, I've already done it on that one, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into. Got the clip itself, got a little hardware kit. I think there's, I don't know what's inside here other than you agree to our complete terms and service, which probably means that they are not liable for anything. Cool. Moving forward. Alrighty, so yeah, been rocking this for about a month now. Holds really, really good. Been actually wearing it with my suspender blue jeans. I do have some of those from way back when, and they do still fit. And yeah, it just kind of snaps on. It's got a little biter thingy here. I don't know if you can see that, but just like a pair of suspenders, really. It's like having another pair. Now, the only thing I would say to this is if you're going to run this rig, you want to squarely do everything on that clip, because if you try to do a corner thing or thing over here, it's going to be really rough on the phalanges. So just so you know. And yep, sure, looks like it's going to fit just fine. Looks like in order to get it there, I'm going to have to do it a little lower. I put mine up a little higher to get a little deeper. Of course, I've got a bigger rig than she does. That's all right. So let's get this started here. We'll start by taking this off. Now, when you do this on these tacos or these hybrids, whatever you want to do, make sure. I haven't pulled this one apart yet. Usually I do a trial run on these things, but it's okay, I'm not scared. Looks like it's going to stay in place. These did not stay in place, and I swear it took me about 30, 45 minutes to get that done correctly. But nonetheless, it got done. All right, so I got it good and loose. I'm just going to set the tool down. Only use the tool when necessary. Just my opinion. All right, doesn't seem to be anything there, so let's pull this hook off. I don't see anything wrong with those at all, so I'm just going to reuse them. Perfect. Alrighty. Now you've got your little rubber washer ding-dongs here. And you've got 4 screws. And looks like there's an extra thing there to hold it down. Now these screws, you have some that are longer than the others. Right there, hope you can see that. You want the shorter ones in this case. Maybe the longer ones will give it a shot, because I do want to put one of these ding-dongs on here, so I'll get the first one started. Make sure and give it some support from the back end. And you want to just do this with your hand. There. Very nice. All right. And so again, I'll go ahead and insert it into there. Give it some support from the back side. Give it a little finger. Okay. All right. Not too crazy tight. You just really want to get a little bit of crush on those washers there. Give it a little bit more. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay straight up and down. Whereas this one, I just ran the one in the bottom. There's not another hole up here. And if it's not kept tight, it can wander a little bit. I actually had to turn upside down once in a grocery store. Holy smokes, man. Nobody wants that. So there we go, all set. Everything's in there. We'll put all this away. This will be extra hardware that we can work with on our holster. Now, nothing is protruding down here. You want to look, if you do this and you use the longer screws, you want to feel down here on the inside. If you can feel the heads of your screws, you want to go with something shorter if it's available. If not, go to the Ace Hardware and tell them, show them the screws you got. Tell them you need something a little shorter. Should work just fine. They all know Ace Hardware's, even there's one rumored to be here in Knoxville that has a thing that says gun screws and gun stuff that I know. I've not been there myself, but that's where the fellers go. So check the clip. Boom, looks good. Springs out. Stiff as a board, of course. And of course, like I said, there's nothing making any friction down here under. Can't feel any screw heads. So it's just like it was before. Boom, right in there. And that's ready for the wifey. Awesome. So, sorry folks. Now, this little thing here, which probably shouldn't have been too close to my laptop. This is a magnet. I want to say they're called Go magnets. I don't know if they're still available. I've had these for probably 8 years or more. And they're still doing just fine. They're magnets that are wrapped in leather with little tabs on them. And you put them right there. Take your gap. Whoa. Take your gun. Boom. Hide it under your desk. Put a plate somewhere. Like in my car, there's a plate welded up and under the dash part right there. Far back up enough, and it's just a screw plate like what you would use on a house to attach two boards together, a hurricane brace if you would. Nail glued that thing into place with liquid nail. Put that thing in there, pop. It's just there waiting. When you get in the car, you can pop. Just a little thing here. So, yep, UltiClip 3 Plus, Like I said, I've given this about 6 weeks run here. It's running just fine. The incident in the store was not with that on. That was with the other clip on that come from the factory on it. We're gonna come back here a little bit, see how it goes with my wife. And yes, I highly recommend the magnet things, and you can get very creative with how you do those. Those are not, you know, you can actually mount them with the screws, I guess, but I like to keep them loose and free where you can move them from places. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I hope it went really well. Like I said, this is gonna be the new format. Got a new phone for recording here, just switched to another carrier and got that Top Dog. I don't know, it's between 16 and 18 Maximus Professional, but anywho's, it's that. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Not sure what the next one's gonna be, but we will see. Have a great evening.